Hello everyone. Welcome to our economics class. Today we're going to learn about what economics is all about. Let's start with the very origin of the word. Economics comes from the Greek word oikonomia, which literally means household management. Think of a household, maybe your own home. You have limited resources like money, time, or food, and you need to decide how to use them wisely to meet everyone's needs. Economics is like that, but on a bigger scale. It's about managing resources not just for a household, but for individuals, businesses, and entire societies. Now, let's dive into the two definitions. The first one is given by Adam Smith, also known as the father of economics, in his book, An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations, published in 1776, and second one by Alfred Marshall, a British economist, in his book, Principles of Economics, published in 1890. Economics is the study of how people and societies make choices about using scarce resources. Let's break this down. Scarce resources. Resources are things we use to produce goods and services, like money, land, labor, people's work, and natural materials like oil or water. The problem is, these resources are limited, they're scarce, and there's only so much land to grow food. Unlimited wants. Humans, however, have unlimited wants. We want food, clothes, cars, vacations, gadgets, and more. For example, imagine you have 500 pocket money this month. That money is limited, it's scarce, but you want so many things, maybe a new book, movie tickets, snacks, saving for a bike. Your wants are unlimited. This gap between limited resources and unlimited wants is scarcity. It's the fundamental problem economics tackles. Because your 500 is scarce, you can't buy everything. You have to choose. Do you buy the book or the movie tickets? Save more or buy more snacks? Every time you decide, you're making an economic choice. Economics studies how people, families, businesses, and even whole countries make these choices. The challenge is that our wants are bigger than the resources available to fulfill them. This mismatch between limited resources and unlimited wants is the core problem economics tries to solve. Economics is mainly divided into two parts, microeconomics and macroeconomics. First, let's understand what microeconomics is. It is the branch of economics that examines the functioning of individual industries and the behavior of individual decision-making. Units, that is, firms and households. It is like zooming in on the details. Imagine you're looking at a city from above. Microeconomics is like focusing your binoculars on individual buildings, shops, and even single people moving around. It's all about the small picture, which helps us understand these individual choices. Households. Like us, we decide what to buy and how much of it, based on our needs, wants, and how much money we have. Firms means the businesses. They decide what to produce, how much to produce, and what price to charge, based on things like costs, demand, and competition. Meanwhile, macroeconomics is the branch of economics that examines the economic behavior of aggregates, income, employment, output on a national scale, which means dealing with the economy on a much larger scale, like national output and income. Instead of looking at just one company's products or one family's income, macroeconomics looks at national output, which means the total value of all goods and services produced in an entire country in a year. And national income is the total income earned by everyone in a country. It's not just your household income, but everyone's combined, and also studies the overall prices level, like how all prices in the economy are changing, known as inflation, which means when prices are generally rising, your money buys less, and deflation, when prices are generally falling, your money buys more. Macroeconomics tries to explain why these big price shifts happen and how it affects the economy. It also looks at the employment rate, like aggregate employment. This refers to the total number of jobs available across the entire country. Summing up all the micro-level hiring decisions, it's about the overall health and size of the labor force. Unemployment, this measures the number of people who are actively seeking work but unable to find a job. It's a critical indicator of economic well-being, reflecting whether the economy is generating enough opportunities for everyone who wants to participate. That's all for today's class. We will cover this in more detail in another video. And if you want a quick view of this video, you can watch the short form of this video that I will upload in my channel. Thank you for watching.